Mike Appel, tell us a little bit about you, who you are, what you do.
So interestingly, the only video that exists of me online is a Hanley video, a testimonial from about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I have to say that it's only gotten better and better. I got sober July 10th of 1996. And I was just researching, like looking back, and I did the old fashioned. I was a tech at Hazelden out in Minnesota, and worked in a detox center. And I realized that, and people told me that I was uniquely qualified to work with addicts and alcoholics. And my life was a disaster. And I had been in multiple treatment centers, and most recently was dead for 7 minutes and was resuscitated, and made my way to Minnesota and just started listening to folks, right, for the first time. And I wanted to do about 10 other things, but I just kept on coming back to working in what I used to think working in recovery, but working in the disease, right? Mm-hmm. So as we work in the disease, and we occasionally get this witness recovery. And back then, early days of the internet, and at that time, if facilities gave out your phone number, you were doing 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 interventions a month, right? So I worked for a company and worked my butt off, and they said, listen, we're going to try to sort of upgrade the clinical experience of interventionists, and if you promise to go back to school. So I went back to school, finished my undergraduate, got a master's in counseling at 30, and spent years and years doing like 6 interventions a month, like no life, just flying around the world and intervening. And eventually I moved off on my own. I made a decision that if I did an intervention in January, in February, when the families were calling me, I didn't necessarily remember them, right? And it felt horrible. But I realized that I loved working with families long-term, that working with the families and having the intervention process, which, by the way, over the years has changed in ways for me and lots of folks, a little bit less confrontational, a little bit more loving, a little bit less frightening. Mm-hmm. I started crisis case management thinking, okay, we're going to do less interventions, and we're going to really try to get families to sign up and work with us for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. So before the treatment experience, through to help them navigate it, and then after.